Hello, NEET aspirants. Welcome to NEET Exam Update with Guruji, English, your ultimate destination for all the latest and most accurate updates related to the NEET exam. Whether it's official announcements, changes in the syllabus, important dates, or expert guidance, we make sure you get the information first, fast, and in full detail. So let's not waste a single moment and dive straight into what's new in the world of NEET today. 1. Admission of students with only 10 marks in NEET. The Rajasthan University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, located in Bikaner, has taken an unprecedented and highly controversial decision that has sent shockwaves through the Indian education system. This institution has granted admission to veterinary courses to students who scored a mere 10 marks in the NEET examination, a stark contrast to the nationally mandated minimum score of 162 marks required for eligibility in such programs. NEET, being a rigorous and standardized national-level entrance exam, serves as a critical filter to ensure that only the most qualified candidates gain entry into medical and allied fields like veterinary science. This decision not only disregards the established quality benchmarks, but also raises serious questions about the motives behind such an action, whether it stems from administrative pressure, corruption, or gross negligence. As of 04:10 p.m. IST on June 21, 2025, this issue has gained significant traction, aligning with a global's focus on educational integrity and fairness, potentially drawing international scrutiny. The move has sparked widespread discontent and anxiety among students, parents, and education stakeholders, who see it as a betrayal of merit-based selection. Experts are calling for an independent inquiry commission to investigate the root causes, fearing that this could set a dangerous precedent for the erosion of educational standards across the country. The timing of this revelation, during a period when educational reforms are under global discussion, amplifies its significance and may lead to broader protests or policy reevaluations. 2. Reason for the controversy. The core of this controversy lies in the fact that directly contravenes the guidelines set by the Veterinary Council of India or minimum qualifying
VCI,
score in the NEET exam,
the apex regulatory
which is a
body
responsible
responsible
for maintaining high standards in veterinary education,
irregular
by
admission
ensuring that
practice was
only
not
NEET
limited to
qualified
Bikaner,
candidates are
but
admitted.
was
systematically implemented
This breach
across
has not only
various
jeopardized
prominent
the future
veterinary
of the
colleges
affected
in Rajasthan,
students,
but also
including
cast doubts on the
Udaipur,
transparency,
Jodhpur, and others,
fairness, and accountability
suggesting a
of the
coordinated
educational
pattern of
system.
deviation.
On June 21, 2025, at 04:10 p.m. IST, with the global education community. Admission to veterinary courses. Furthermore, the VCI has mandated the immediate cancellation of admissions granted erroneously, under undue influence, or due to administrative oversights, with strict timelines imposed on universities for compliance. This measure is intended to uphold educational standards, prevent future recurrences, and safeguard the integrity of the veterinary education system. In the current global context, where digital monitoring and accountability in
Emphasizing digital
education are gaining
transparency
prominence
and inclusivity,
the VCIs,
this
incident exposes deep-seated flaws in India's educational governance. Experts warn that such lapses could compromise the quality of veterinary professionals in the long run, potentially affecting animal healthcare services nationwide. The ripple effects may extend beyond the immediate stakeholders, prompting a nationwide debate on the need for stricter oversight and reforms in admission processes. 3. VCI's directive. The Veterinary Council of India, VCI, the supreme authority overseeing veterinary education and practice in the country, has responded with a firm, swift, and decisive action to address this anomaly. On June 21, 2025, at 04:10 p.m. IST, the VCI has issued a detailed, unanimous, and binding directive for the 2024-25 academic session, stipulating that only those students who have secured the minimum required marks in NEET 2024 will be considered eligible for admission to veterinary courses. Furthermore, the VCI has mandated the immediate cancellation of admissions granted erroneously, under undue influence, or due to administrative oversights, with strict timelines imposed on universities for compliance. This measure is intended to uphold educational standards, prevent future recurrences, and safeguard the integrity of the veterinary education system. In the current global context, where digital monitoring and accountability in education are gaining prominence, the VCI's stance reflects its zero-tolerance policy toward negligence, corruption, or procedural lapses. This directive could serve as a relief for affected students by offering a chance to rectify the situation, while also signaling a commitment to systemic improvements, potentially influencing national education policy discussions in the near future. 4. Administrative lapses. The document highlights severe and systemic administrative lapses at the Rajasthan University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Bikaner, implicating key officials and the admission board as the root cause of this debacle. Named individuals, including Dr. P. Singh, Dr. Hemant Dave, Dr. Jyoti Pathak, Dr. Arandaria, and Dr. Praveen, are accused of playing pivotal roles in implementing this flawed process. Allegations suggest a complete lack of transparency, fairness, and procedural discipline during the counseling phase, with the university failing to adhere to a clear VCI directive issued a month earlier. This inaction points to either deliberate negligence or deeply entrenched systemic inefficiencies within the administration. As of 04:10 p.m. IST on June 21, 2025, when global attention is focused on digital transparency and accountability in education, this incident underscores the vulnerabilities in India's higher education framework. Students, parents, and education experts are demanding an independent, thorough, and high-level investigation, potentially involving a commission, along with disciplinary, administrative, or legal action against the implicated officials to prevent future occurrences and restore public trust in the system. 5. Consequences. The most profound, direct, and long-lasting consequence of this administrative failure has fallen on hundreds of innocent students who were admitted under false pretenses with dashed hopes and uncertain futures. Since their degrees, certificates, and documents will not be recognized by the VCI, these students will be ineligible to register as veterinary doctors, practice legally in the field, or advance their careers, rendering their educational investment and personal efforts futile. This outcome represents a personal and societal tragedy, affecting their families' aspirations and financial sacrifices as well. Additionally, the likelihood of this matter escalating to the courts is high, with growing demands for legal, administrative, or ethical accountability against the responsible officials, which could lead to a protracted legal battle. On June 21, 2025, at 04:10 p.m. IST, amid a global push for educational reforms and student welfare, this incident highlights the urgent need for comprehensive systemic changes. Concrete, long-term, and structural measures must be implemented to prevent such errors, protect student interests, and preserve the integrity of the education system, failing which this could ignite a nationwide movement for justice and reform.